Never forgive her for her sexual past. Never. Ever in a light million years. If you were a landlord, or if you were an employer and you're about to hire an employee, or you're about to give rent, you're about to find a tenant, you're about to give rent out to someone, and you're asking for their background check, and they do submit a background check, and you end up seeing that they have criminal history of some sort, and that some sort turns out to be that that is not the type of criminal activity that you would forgive, that that is something that's below your considerations, not in your considerations. You cannot consider something like that. That's outside the range of your considerations. Would you hire that employee? Would you give rent to, would you put that tenant in your house? Absolutely not. Same exact concept. Think about this body count as a criminal activity that you cannot consider. There's no way around it. Now, if she slept with less than five guys, sure, she's probably gonna be a little bit longer. She's probably gonna a little bit more fun to date a little bit longer. Sure, I'll give you that. And what do I say by fun? Fun in the sense of she's going to be doing the things you want her to do, be more feminine, etc., etc. She's gonna have the womanly quality of a good woman. Now, that's also a gambling process, because just because she only slept with three guys doesn't mean that she's gonna be actually a good woman or a good person to hang out with. So you gotta pick and choose with that too. But that is one of the requirements you have to have before you bring somebody in your life. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you that this is the screening process you have to go through when you're just trying to have a one night stand or just like a one or two time thing. Nothing serious with her, right? But if you're considering her to date her, never forgive her for her sexual past. Date her even medium term, okay? I'm not even talking about long term. Like me personally, I have only dated long term virgins. Actually, now that I think about it, not even long term. The only girls I've actually dated, as in I've hung out with them more than one time, were the girls uh, more than one time, and I didn't get sex yet. If I've gotten sex from her, I'll hang out with her a couple more times to get some more. If I got it on the first time, right? But if I know that this is somebody who I'm gonna have to take out on a date multiple times, then she's gonna give it up to me. I'm not even gonna bother because she's not a virgin. That's just one of my requirements. I don't date anybody who's not a virgin, plain and simple. Now, she might have there's been plenty of girls who might have thought that we're dating just because we're hanging out, we're spending time, this and that. But that's because they're stupid. They give That's why I always say females make the worst and the most horrible decisions when it comes to choosing guys. They think that just because I told them, I sold them a lie, just because I said some pretty words to them, that now they were girlfriend and boyfriend and we're exclusive. No, not in a million years. Ever have I done that. Now, am I kind of ignorant for that? Have I left a lot of women on the table who I could have scored with because of that? Of course, obviously, I've left a ton of girls out on the table because I was just trying to get it very quickly. And if I couldn't get it, I would just next them instead of waiting maybe one more date or maybe waiting two more dates. Yeah, I'll give you that. But that's just the option I picked for myself because that keeps me interacting with only high interest girls. Why do I like interacting with high interest girls only? Is because I'm at a point in my life where I don't have the time to give to low interest girls or medium interest girls. I'm only gonna mess around with girls who I know that I'm gonna get results out of. Well, so my success rate is pretty much almost 100%. because my time is that valuable to me right now when I'm building my life and I'm not there where I want to be yet. When I get there, am I gonna change my strategies? All, like chances are, almost definitely, I will. I'm not there yet, so I can't tell that for sure yet. But fellas, would a woman forgive you if you lost your job, lost your income? No, she would dip just like that. Because do you know what happens when you lose your job? You lose your confidence. You can't check her. You just don't have that masculine behavior in you anymore. And she's not attracted to that. So when she sleeps around with a bunch of guys, she doesn't have that feminine energy in her anymore. She starts developing the masculine energy because as men, we are the ones who are programmed to sleep with multiple women. Women are not programmed that way. That's why we have countless amount of sperm cells and they have only limited amount of eggs. It's biology. I didn't make it up. So why would you forgive her if she doesn't forgive you? A man's sexual past is definitely not the same as a woman's sexual past. I cannot stress that enough, so don't even bring that argument in this video. I literally just made another video right before this one. Go check that out. It blows my mind when I see that guys out here are just letting it go. Like they're just saying, "Oh, I don't care what happened to her past." Dude, what? I have a buddy who dated this girl. Okay, story time. I have a buddy who dated this girl. I slept with this girl, and one of my other buddies slept with this girl. And my third buddy ended up dating her. Sorry, my second buddy. My first buddy and I both slept with her, and my second buddy, like she was just like a community bicycle. We just passed her around, and my second buddy ended up dating her. I'm like, dude, what the F? And he knew about it before he even started talking to her. She messaged me one day, and because she saw him, my buddy who she dated, who ended up dating her, she saw him on one of my Snapchat stories, and she was like, "Oh, he's cute. What's his name number or what's his Snapchat?" Before I gave it to her, I asked him like, "Hey, bro, she wants it." He's like, "Yeah, man, I'll talk to her." I'm like, what? Like, when he said that, yeah, I'll talk to her, I thought he's just talking about, okay, he's probably just gonna want to smash as well. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll pass it to him as well. No, this dude ends up dating her. I'm like, oh my god. He ended up moving in with her. He ended up dating her long term for like over a year. And then they finally split up because I kind of got him together and I was also the one who kind of split him up. I introduced him to Red Pill a year later because I knew that within that year, when he was going through the cupcake phase, he was not mentally stable or mentally ready to take any of the Red Pill knowledge in yet. But when he started hitting that stagnation point, the stagnant point in his relationship where everything is starting to become boring, there's other people in our lives who's coming in on our Tinder or on our phone that look more interesting, that look better than the ones who we're with. When things started, when that spark started going away, that's when I knew this is the right time. And that's when I told him, guess what? Within a week, he breaks up with her and he leaves. They even moved in together, signed a lease together, and thank God he was lucky enough to have a good apartment management people who just let him go off the hook easy without making him pay for the remainder of the lease of the terms. These like, dude, that is one of the first questions you need to figure out about her is how many guys she slept with. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to guess the exact number, or sorry, you're not going to be able to know the exact number, but you're going to be able to guess and estimate pretty close to that number if you have red pill knowledge. All you have to do is look at her Instagram, look how she's behaving around other men, look how she's behaving around you when it comes to sex talk, look at how she's doing things in the bedroom, how good she is at doing stuff. Those are the things. And even then, the fourth one, like how good she is at doing stuff in the bedroom, that's not really one of the bigger pointers you need to look at, because most of these girls, all they do is lay back on their back and let the guy do all the work. So they don't really sharpen their skills. So how to tell that she has high body count, or how to kind of assume or get close to her body count, exact body count number, I'll talk about it in another video because that's actually a very good topic now that I think about it. But fellas, that is one of the first things you need to find out about her, along with how her relationship is with her dad, along with how liberal minded she is, how many tattoos, piercings she has, all this and that, what her future goals are, what she want to go, what she went to college for, how much debt she has, etc., etc. Now, obviously, you don't want to ask these questions in a form of interview, right? You need to bring up some sort of topic. You need to lead the conversation in a way where these conversations are gonna start popping up. These questions are gonna start popping up. Maybe you can answer it for yourself, and then you can ask her, right? Well, I can talk about it in another video too if you guys would like. So let me know, fellas. But body count, your sexual past. These girls out here are sleeping with girls, other girls, orgies, threesomes, foursomes. They're doing porn, right and left. You see them on OnlyFans. You think this is normal? You think this is healthy? You think this is a healthy mentality to have? You want the mother of your children to be like that? That promiscuous? Come on now. And you can only really get these answers out of her once you walk into this without a judgmental mindset. I mean, obviously you're gonna judge her, but you're not gonna let her know that. But because if she knows that you're gonna judge her, or you could potentially dump her, she's never gonna tell you the truth. Again, I'll talk about it in another video on that topic. What's his name? MJ Get Right. MJ, go check his channel out. I think he made a video on that. Pretty insightful. But fellas, that's one of the first things you need to watch out for, is her sexual past. This is literally just like a background check you do when you go into a new job. Okay? Do not overlook this. That's stupid. Completely stupid. There's guys. I just watched an episode of House, the medical show. In that episode, it showed that there's a couple, two young people. They're both, I think, either senior in high school or freshman in college. But they're both legal, above 18. They break up in between in between the relationship at one point, and then the girl ends up sleeping with the dude's dad, and she catches some disease from him, and then the whole episode is about curing that girl. And towards the end of the episode, the dude finds out, like the dad has to tell him, because House figures it out that the reason why she was probably sick is because she got some sort of a disease from somebody else, and it turned out to be the dad of the guy she was dating. So House made the dad tell his son that, yeah, I slept with your girlfriend, and the guy still forgave her. He proposes to her to marry him, and he kisses her, and like dude, what? Are you out of your mind? Like, no, he didn't even abuse her, and there was no sexual abuse, there was no rape, none of that. It was consensual sex between the girl and the dad of the dude who she's dating. And you were telling me you're gonna take her back? Oh my God! These are the type of men we are raising today, fellas. This is the men we have in today's society. Like, you literally just got cuckolded by your dad. You just got cucked by your own dad. How does that make you feel, bro? Where's your backbone? Or do you even know what that means? These women are gonna be out here talking about, oh, you should never ask a woman what her body count is. That's none of your business. Okay, well, what do I do for a job? How much money I make is none of your business either. Why are you asking me about that? Oh, because that's a socially acceptable question. And what I'm asking you is not a socially acceptable question. No, they're both personal questions if you think about it. No, don't come at me and saying that, Oh no, it's a more personal question if you ask me how many people I've slept with versus if I ask you how much money you make. No, they're both personal at the exact same level. I worked hard. Personally, I worked very hard to get to the point I'm at in my life to make this money. So it is also very personal. That's none of your business either, right? So keep your nose out of that. Because how much money I make makes you turned on or off. Same way, how many guys you slept with makes me turned on or off. Unless you are one of these cucks who gets cucked by his dad. Fellas, I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? I'll let you be the judge of your own decisions, of your own life choices. At the end of the day, this is your life. You can do whatever you want with it. You can be cucked by both of your friends, your good friends, like how I just told you about my other friend, or you can be cucked by your own dad. Up to you. That's another psychological thing that really bothers me when I'm about to go date a girl and I know that that she's not a virgin. I don't care how many guys she slept with. If I know that she's not a virgin, automatically that tells me I'm being cucked by some other guy who I don't even know, but that's besides the point. But I'm being cucked by somebody else. And I cannot live with that. I cannot go to bed at night thinking that my girlfriend had other people's stuff going in and out of her. Other people were using her, were on top of her, sweating, dripping their own sweat on top of her, doing the exact same things I'm doing to her. I can. That's just something that's going to haunt me as long as I'm with her, which is why I stay out of girls and dating them long term, or even I don't date long term anymore, but dating them general and period, medium term, however you want to phrase it, with girls who are not virgins. I keep myself 100% away from them, away from those situations. Would I pick these girls up from the bar or the club or somewhere else out about to have fun, have a good time with her? Absolutely. You best believe it. But that's all they're good for. That's all I'm going to give them. Nothing more, nothing less. Fellas, hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.